Honestly, I think that we need to treat it like a pandemic. I don't know why we haven't. I don't know why there hasn't been a call to action. Bro, the black community in particular, and I know that STDs travel far and wide to a lot of different cultures and a lot of different people. But let me say this, bro. Obviously, everything that when y'all see that say that saying, when white people cough, black people catch a cold, or if white people got a cold, black people is in the hospital, whatever the fucking saying that y'all got, right? If it's a layoff, the black. Have you noticed that everything that happens, the harshest or the worst, it usually hits black people harder than anybody else?
And that's one thing with Anton. As crazy and wild as some of his rhetoric be, he do be on point sometime. He do have a lot of facts and a lot of things that make you say, okay, okay, that is how he gained a lot of his subscribers. But he does go off the rails sometime and talk with some foolery. But he's on point right now.
If it's a single baby mama pandemic where women are choosing to have children single, then black women are usually at the forefront of it. It doesn't mean that other cultures don't do it, but black women are usually. If it's an STD outbreak, black women is the ones at the forefront. If it's a single father household, black women is going to be at the forefront. If it's a bunch of layoffs, black women going to be at the forefront. If you notice, everything that happens in the community or in America, black people are the least protected and the most affected. And it's because we don't change our cultural norms, right? So if collectively, maybe me not individually, maybe you not individually, if collectively we suffer the most, when black people when people go broke, when the homes get lost, black people get decimated. They don't just lose.
Well, there is a such thing called systemic racism also, but we do have to take some ownership and look ourselves in the mirror and say, what is it that we can change?
Their homes, they lose every fucking thing. If the culture is so awesome, why are we the ones that always suffer the most? If there was ever a need for the NAACP or Black Lives Matters or black leaders or anything, we don't have time to focus on any fucking thing, including racism, the police, or anything. We have enough self-inflicted issues that we need to fix. All right, listen. Black Lives Matters. If y'all really feel like Black Lives Matters, then y'all need to really tackle the epidemic of black people killing black people. Cool. NAACP. If y'all really give a fuck about what's going on, then you really need to tackle the whole idea that people need to be better educated and stop going to prison and actually getting jobs that's meaningful inside of tech or STEM-related fields and trades. Cool. That's your task. That's your task.
Yep, and he's right on point. If these organizations who say that they're out to help the black community was really serious, they would come and do exactly what he said. But a lot of times, these organizations are pushed and persuaded by money, some of the benefits that they receive from the government. It's all about the dollar, seems like.
Hey, church, black church. If you really want to focus on one issue that you really want to deep dive into, we really need to start treating sexual or related diseases and homosexuality like it's a pandemic. And we need to quarantine every fucking body. And instead of focusing on whether or not Target is giving you diversity, equity, and inclusion, maybe you should start talking about something and focusing heavily on something that's really meaningful, that can meaningfully make change inside of the community. But no, they're going to continue to pontificate in the line. They so busy clout chasing. They want to get the latest politician inside of the pulpit. You want to get affiliated and get somebody that invited you. And they invite me to these dumbass events, these NAACP, this bullshit events. Anton, come over here to this symbolic ceremony to honor the lives of Dr. Martin Luther King. Nigga, it's real issues that's happening in the culture. These hoes got diseases. The men is gay. Prison is not, we didn't know the prison statistics and the population is growing. Women keep having children out of wedlock, knowing that they're going to turn their son gay and he's going to go to jail.
Wow, he cooking. He is cooking right now. You can't really deny anything that he's saying. He's on point.
bill. EJ Johnson is at the forefront of the community, and he getting interviewed and shit. You got jobs, you ain't got no fucking jobs, you ain't got no money, you broke, and everybody is scamming and trying to run a play on a nigga, and everybody pretending like they got money and they doing it for the gram. Nigga, it's real issues that y'all can talk about if you really want to solve for some shit in the community. But do you really want to solve for issues? No, because stuff that'll actually affect the culture and things in a positive change, you don't want to talk about that. We still want to keep talking about goddamn slavery. Man, when the last time we didn't have some slaves in this bitch? Ain't nobody got no goddamn slaves when we still talk about slavery for. Slaves? No, niggas need money. They need to get married so that they stop putting their dick in the street. Marriage is a protection. It's a hedge of protection for niggas that usually is overly promiscuous. You take that shit out on the pussy that you got, and that way you ain't got to get no diseases. You ain't got to worry about having no kids out of wedlock, and you ain't got to worry about being gay because you're too curious in areas that you shouldn't be in. Marriage will prevent your man from going to Atlanta and getting another man.
He ain't lying. You know, he's telling the truth. Like I say, Anton can be on some weird stuff at times, but this particular segment, he's spitting. He is cooking right now. You cannot deny it. He's on point.
That's what it's supposed to do. Marriage is not just about love. It's protecting you from the streets, you dumb bitch. No, but we so against anything that we've proven is good for the community. Niggas can't read out this motherfucker. We got a second grade, first grade average reading. Yo, kids can't write. Kids can't write. They can't even sign their names in cursive. And we sitting here talking about Trump. Nigga, Trump is the last thing that you should be worried about. You can't do nothing about Trump anyway.
That's another good point. Everybody's crying, complaining about Trump. Nothing you can do about it. But what can you do about in your household? Is there something that you can do in your household with your kids, their education? How are they out there in the community? Their social life, who their friends are, their education.
Nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You can sit here, even if you hate them with all of your might and your guts, you can't do anything. You can't do nothing about Trump. You can't do nothing about Biden. You can't do nothing about Kamala. You can't do nothing about Obama. We sit here and we play like we really give a fuck about issues that's meaningful. And we can't do nothing to nobody. And the stuff that we complaining about, there is no change. And the very person that's trying to fight on your behalf, trying to end birthright citizenship for motherfuckers taking advantage of shit that was meant for your parents, you fight against it. We are cursed people. Curse. And part of the reason that we curse is because we keep letting you niggas pick your own leaders. You can't pick your leader, dumb motherfucker. The last time that we turned against God, that's when he gave us over to a reprobate mind. That's why you see so much homosexuality. That's why you see people out here, black people running around celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Don't even fucking know what it's about. You at the Houston rodeo because Beyonce told you to. We ain't got no goddamn leaders in this bitch. That's the reason why we so fucked up as a culture. Because you keep picking a leader like you know anything that's good for yourself. You can't even pick a decent woman. You don't even know the difference between a woman that's for the streets and a woman that's going to be able to fucking manage a household. You don't even know how to vet a woman effectively. Nigga, how you going to pick a leader? We don't need you niggas to vote. Matter of fact, we need to take your voting cards away. Send these niggas back to elementary school and force them to be able to pass an arithmetic test and learn civics before you even engage in a political process. Too many niggas got access to information and don't use it effectively. You on here trying to Google how to finesse a bitch out of her drawers, and you need to learn who your governor is. Learn who your city council person is. Learn how to read, nigga. Niggas got...
Hey, Anton is not a dummy. That's one thing. He is not a dummy. You know, he's an intelligent guy. He didn't get to this level without having some little bit of intelligence and smarts in him. So he's cooking right now.
They dick out their pants before they can read this, then, and up, before you know the difference between 2, 2, and 2. Neanderthals having kids and gay. Then you get curious and start eating ass. All of this shit, all of these diseases is passing around. Man, motherfuckers is getting that shit because they messing with men, dog. You fucking another nigga in the ass. Stop it. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday. This is the violence that y'all chose, and this is the violence that I give you. You can't read, but you can't wait to eat some ass and play video games. You video game playing, ass eating motherfucker. You a nasty nigga. And we supposed to listen to these niggas on these podcasts and shit. Coming up here giving your funky ass opinion. Nigga, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you. You ain't did nothing successful in your life. You ain't got no money. You ain't never been married successfully. You a 2-time baby daddy, and you got a warrant out for your arrest. Nigga, I don't want to hear nothing from you niggas. Suck my dick. I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. Can't nobody in the community tell me nothing because you ain't got nothing, you ain't did nothing, and you ain't even educated enough to speak to me. You can't.
Very harsh words. Are his words touching? Are his words hitting? Could be. You know, some validity in what he's saying. He's saying it very harsh, but there is some truths to what he is saying.
Even put together a sentence without saying, I don't want to hear from y'all. Get out of here. You're not a worthy opponent. Keep on coming up here. Man, I got smoke for you. Have smoke for your baby mama because you still paying child support after your kid turned 18 because you backdrafted. You ain't got a tax return in 6 years because they keep taking it for child support. Pissing me off. Want to have a conversation about who, what, when, where, why, and how. Niggas is more worried about 50 cents than the 50 cents they got in their bank account. Michael Mitchell Jr. says, AD, you said if somebody ever come and say anything about you, you wouldn't say anything, wouldn't even address it, whether it's true or not. I don't know the context that you meant though. Yeah, that's true. And that's the goal. You know what threw that off initially was when people started coming from my family. I don't give a fuck if people talk about me. I don't care about none of that shit. What initially triggered me, and what initially got me pissed was, people going after your family and stuff like that. People that's not content creators. When it was just me, I didn't trip about it because it was just trolling. Like, yeah, people lying, people making up shit. It just is what it is. But when it crossed that line and when people start to go down that path, like the lunch lady, the lunch lady girl that I was just talking about, I don't pay no attention to that. But initially it pissed me off because it started to affect her life initially before we re-insulated her and then it no longer affected her life anymore as much. But yeah, it pissed me off. It absolutely pissed me off for a second. So that's how I kind of went to the dark side a little bit. Remington.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Radio? Are you on a live stream? What's going on?
Did you get my text message?
Yeah, that's why I called you. You said just call you.
So you want me to say it? I mean, I don't know if you wanted to keep it like private or what.
We're content creators. Let's rock.
Stephen A. Smith wants you to come on his show on Monday.
Tell Stephen A. Smith I'm there.
Was that set up? Did he set up the phone call so he can publicly have his wife talk about Stephen A. Smith contacting him? He's a content creator. He's a good one too.
Monday at 3:30 Eastern.
All right, we doing it in person or we doing it online?
Via Zoom, he said.
All right, cool. We can do it. Tell him I'm in.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
All right, well, next Monday at 3:30, me and Stephen A. Smith gonna get it in. We gonna get it popping. We're going to get it popping. You know what? You guys are right. You are absolutely right. I need to focus on the bigger picture. I can't focus on things as meaningless to me. Fuck the sector. Fuck these little content creators. Fuck them all. I don't have time. You know what? You know what, chat? You're right. You're right. You're absolutely, positively right. No point in getting involved in the foolishness. We're going to let the little kids and the little people that's playing in the dirt, we're going to let them play in the dirt. Don't worry about it. We going to get it.
He said the baby content creators is on his neck. He said he gonna let the baby content creators play in the dirt. He ain't gonna give too much energy to people making videos about him. But he's loving it. He's getting more visibility. What they say, good press. All press is good press. He's definitely getting a lot of press right now.